Well, the two different methods would most likely be through the sternum. We'd have to actually saw through the tough sternum and then divide around the chest between the ribs on each side.
The heart could then have been pulled directly from the chest. The second method involves cutting below the ribs and pulling the heart down and out through the incision.
And then it would have been possible to cut through the diaphragm to gain entry to the heart cavity and thereby remove the heart.
The surgical team has constructed a bench to simulate the Aztec sacrificial altar.
So presumably they lay on the stone and arch their back over like this, and someone held on to...
The position of the victim is very important to the procedure.
We'll measure the angle. Putting this level about 30 degrees.
The operating table is then adjusted to the appropriate angle.
Gee, that's surprisingly steep, isn't it? That shows it's level now and it's showing 30 degrees.
The torso model is put in place for the first test.
Go. 10.
The surgeon has only 20 seconds to do the job.
30.
It's tough as sternum. I don't believe the Aztecs did it this way.
50.
You making any impact?
A little, but not much. Glad modern surgery's not like this.
After 5 minutes, Mr. Coventry admits defeat.
I think if the Aztecs did it this way, they had another tool. They didn't use this tool to get through the sternum.
If this was indeed the Aztecs' method, Barry Isaac's theory doesn't stand up. The number of victims had to be fewer than 20,000. Luckily, there's more than one torso. The surgeon can now test the second method.
Go. 10. 20.
This was remarkably easy, far easier than I thought it would be.
To confirm the time of 20 seconds, Mr. Coventry tries the same again.
Go. 10. 17. Faster.
I think it's quite feasible that the Aztecs were able to do this within a 2-minute period. They could put them across the altar and hold them down, carry out the whole procedure, and I think it's highly likely that the heart would have still been beating when it was removed from the chest.
The experiment suggests that 20,000 men could indeed have been sacrificed in a 4-day period. This assumes 20 seconds for the heart extraction and a further 1 minute and 40 seconds for the other rituals involved in each offering.
The heart had to then be offered to the god and to the other cardinal directions and then placed in a repository, and then the body tumbled down the steps of the pyramid, and the sacrificer would then be ready for the next person. That would have required a very steady pace of human sacrifices.